All right, folks, let's go ahead and do this. Let's be on the safe side here. Safety first. Select. Bang that out. Duplicate it. Perfect. Close it. Awesome. Come up to V2, call it V3, and away we go. All right, so we got this surreal portrait. It's starting to look really good. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add a little bit of painterly effect to it, because before I do the colors, I want to make sure that I can go through and add in, so to speak, the lights and the darks. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create a new layer, and I'm going to fill it with a perfect 50% black. So I'm coming over to gray, all right, and I'm going to fill this bad boy. Now I'm going to turn it to overlay. This is a dodge burn technique that doesn't require you to destroy it. So this is a non-destructive pro level technique. All right, so now I'm going to come down to the blacks, and I'm going to go ahead and turn the opacity of this layer down to probably 30% or so to start. Now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use my modified soft brush. This is just an airbrush that I turned down the taper on. And I'm going to start filling in some of the dark areas. Now, notice that this is a little bit soft, so you can always come up in opacity. And you'll notice that because I'm working in the overlay, it's not creating a hard type of look to it. I really like the look this gives in the painterly look that it gives. All right, now let's go ahead and come on up to the lights. I'll turn this down a little bit. Now let's go ahead and do the eyes while we're here. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fudge this thing a little bit. I'm going to come over here, and once I'm done with my dodge burn and I like the way that looks, I'm going to swipe here, I'm going to swipe here, I'm going to group them, and then I'm going to flatten the group. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over with my smudge tool, and I'm going to choose kind of a painterly type of brush. So let's go to painting. And let's go ahead and choose just a very simple acrylic style brush. So nothing crazy. And now with my smudge selected, I'm now going to come in here and I'm going to turn it down a little bit. And I'm going to start smudging in where I think some of these paint strokes should go. Now again, all I'm doing is I'm blending here. There's people out there that are photo editors right now that are just rolling over in their graves, I'm sure. Turn that up a little. And where you got the hard darks, this is where I would say, you remember when I said before I don't really care? Now I would personally take my backdrop just like this, and I always blend into the backdrop because I really like an interactive background for my subject. All right, that actually looks pretty awesome. All right, now let's go ahead and add in another layer. And this one I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to screen. And this one here I'm going to put in some really extreme whites. Now to do that, I'm going to come over to my inking and I'm going to use a studio pen. Now, this is totally personal preference. If you hate it, you do not have to do it. Some people think this is a little bit too bright. I really like it in my images. I think that it adds a certain amount of interest to the eyes. And right about there on the chin, I like to put a little something. I like it to make it look kind of porcelain dollish. Now that was a little bit too far on the upper lip. Yeah, I like the backdrop. I don't necessarily care for that. And all right, so actually I'm quite happy with that. Let's go ahead in the next one. We're going to color grade a route and we're going to get done here real quick. All right, we'll see you in the next one.